So the observant amongst you who have been down to our stand might have noticed that we have the BAC Mono car down by our stand, down by Grid 2. That is one of the cars that you see on this demonstration now. Really lightweight, superb power to weight ratio, absolutely perfectly suited to this style of racing. Circuits like this with out and out fast straight sections and then really exciting combinations of corners. You know, it really is about knowing the track. It really is about shaving those tenths of seconds off those lap times. You know, that's the difference really between the glory, taking the checkered flag, and being an also-ran. So whilst this is playing, it's probably a really good opportunity for me to talk a little bit about handling, which is the heart, the very core of what makes great racing experience. And this is something at Codemasters which we take incredibly seriously and have actually been putting a huge amount of effort into for Grid 2. And let me just try and get a little bit technical with you, but I'll keep it as simple as I can. I want you to think about a car which is travelling at 150 miles an hour, which is, more than easily possible by a lot of the cars, or most of the cars that we have in the game. 150 miles per hour is the equivalent of 67 meters per second. That's a huge distance to travel in that time. Now think about what physics systems have to do in video games. It's all about how quickly you can sample, how quickly you can update. So a typical video game may well run at 60 frames a second, actually, or indeed 30 frames a second. But we'll take 60 as the example here. Let's say the physics system is also running at that same frame rate, which again is not uncommon. That means that the physics would be sampling about once every meter of the track. We don't think this is enough. In fact, we know it's not enough. If you really want to get all of the nuances, pick up all of those little undulations, all of those bumps that are in a track surface, you need to be able to sample and run your physics at a much, much higher rate. And this is what we've done with Grid 2. We now actually sample at 1000 hertz. That is 1000 times per second. Centimeter accuracy on the track. Class leading. And the effect really is that, you feel much, much more connected to the track. You really understand what the car is doing. Every nuance is coming through the tyres, the wheels, the suspension, and the steering. And there's another piece of magic that happens when you run at 1000 hertz. And that's you get accessibility built in. It's because you do understand what the car is doing. So in Grid 2, we no longer have need for assists.